Hello everybody, we are back. Today we're talking about that good hockey content. Now before we start, please make sure to like this video and subscribe and join the Hockey Brigade. Now let's get into it with some news around the league. And this is something that happened a few days ago. Evander Kane has been suspended for 21 games for faking his vaccine card and just saying he was vaccinated when he wasn't. And he is obviously somebody that has had probably the worst offseason you could imagine in terms of home life. Stuff comes out about, him being in Europe, partying, having a bunch of expensive dinners while his wife has to leave the house that they're in with their daughter. And here he is also in a ton of debt. I mean, he is just in millions of dollars of debt. And here we are with this. He's going to be losing $1.6 million because of this 21 games for faking his vaccine card. Every day you kind of wonder, is he getting closer to the KHL? We'll have to see. And the Sharks, unfortunately for them, and this is regardless of the vaccine thing, they just want to get rid of him because he's a burden in a situation at the moment. They can't terminate his contract because of this, and he's kind of lucky because there's at least one other league that I can think of where a guy did this exact same thing, and they just suspended him for the whole season. They didn't, give him pay, anything like that. And their season's shorter, so that's much more important than him getting 21 games where he's cut off. So I was kind of surprised that it was only 21 games, but yeah, that is still millions of dollars he's losing while he is in debt. And I don't know how he's going to pay it all off. We'll have to see, but that's going to be a storyline to follow to see if there's any way they can move him out of San Jose. Now, in other news, Hughes is out indefinitely with a dislocated left shoulder. This is a big blow for the Devils. He is a big part of their transition game, a huge part of their offense. And for New Jersey, who's hoping to make this playoff push, you're going to wonder, how long is Jack going to be out? And what I've looked up or what I've seen is it can be anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks if things go well for this shoulder. And if it is on the shorter end, the 2 weeks, I don't know if that's actually how well it works. But if that was the case for them, that'd be huge considering they're making this push. They're in the Metro. Things aren't easy. We know that. And for the Devils, I don't know what's going to happen. I could see them slipping without Hughes in their rotation, their lineup, and we'll have to see who can carry the load. Will this team be able to keep it up? And then, of course, we have to talk about the meltdown in Montreal. The Montreal Canadiens went to the Stanley Cup Finals last year. Everybody kind of built them up, said, hey, this team is a contender going forward. And I think in my preview I said that they have some talent, but I didn't expect them to make the playoffs. They are just struggling right now. They are 0-5. They are just a team that is really down in the dumps. You have no Carey Price at the moment because of whatever is going on with him. And they have had some confrontations in practice. Somebody, I can't remember who it was, tackled Cole Caulfield. And here they are now trying to improve their season, make a playoff push. We'll have to see how that goes. And in other news, we have the Blackhawks wanting to trade Dylan Strome. This is somebody that they view as a guy that they could get a top 20 prospect out of, yet they're not even playing him. He's a healthy scratch. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Strome has shown some talent in his time in the league. That's the part that gets me, though. They want top 20 prospect or player, whatever they view it as, but they aren't even going to give him ice time. That is going to be a big storyline to follow there and see what teams would be comfortable giving up for him. Now, finally, we have Cole Perfetti being sent down to the AHL. This is controversial from what I've seen online. A lot of people are saying fire Paul Maurice, and it is something to keep an eye on. A lot of people feel that he can't develop younger guys, that he favors the older guys too much. And Perfetti wasn't even getting 10 minutes a game in his time in the NHL. I think he played 2 games this year so far. And that is, a big deal for this first round pick from 1 or 2 years ago. I can't remember exactly. How he develops is going to be huge for them. They could use an infusion of youth in that lineup. Getting Perfetti in there would be huge for them if he was able to produce in a middle 6 role, maybe to start off. And we'll have to keep an eye out for that because the Jets are not off to the best start right now as well. There are a lot of teams that we had kind of pegged as, they have a chance to make the playoffs, and it's still early, but some of these teams are really struggling. Montreal, Chicago, Winnipeg are some teams that were fringe team, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that wraps it up for the video today. Everybody make sure to give this video a thumbs up again and subscribe. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.